untitled.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are getting another dessert going. This is a brownie skillet that is absolutely going to change your life. If you like to stay in on the weekends, cozy up on your couch, watch some movies, then this dessert is for you. You put a scoop of ice cream on top, it gets nice and melty, and you have the most decadent chocolatey treat. You are going to die. It is so good. So let's get into the recipe. I'm going to introduce you to all of the ingredients. Most of them you probably already have in your fridge and pantry. It's completely nut-based, so you can feel a little bit better about it. It's still a dessert. It's still super delicious and chocolatey and indulgent. So let's do it. Cans, some cocoa powder unsweetened, sea salt, coconut sugar, some baking soda and baking powder, a couple tablespoons of butter, some vanilla, an egg, and then we're gonna fold in some dark chocolate chips. This is a really great dessert to split with somebody you love, although you'll probably end up fighting over the last bite because it is that good. So let's get into it. We're gonna put all of our dry ingredients into the food processor, process it so it gets nice and mealy, almost like an almond meal consistency, and then we're gonna move into our wet ingredients. So we're gonna start out with 1 cup of pecans. You could use any nut that you like. I think a cup of hazelnuts would be delicious. If you don't have full nuts, you could do a half a cup of almond flour or whatever nut flour that you have on hand. So we're doing 1 cup of pecans. And then we're adding the cocoa powder, pinch of sea salt, a half a cup of coconut sugar, baking powder, and baking soda. We're gonna put the lid on and then just process it until it's nice and mealy and combined. So as you can see, it's mealy, it's chopped up, and it's combined. It looks really, really good, and that's gonna be a delicious, nutty, chocolatey base to your brownie skillet. All right, so now we're gonna add our wet ingredients. So we're starting out with a couple tablespoons of butter. And like I said, if you prefer coconut oil or ghee, it totally works. We're gonna crack our egg into the food processor. What I love is it all just goes into the food processor. Super simple, really easy to whip together. And finally, we're gonna do a splash of vanilla. Put your lid back on and process it again. Then you just scrape down the sides because you really just want to make sure all the ingredients are combined and getting nice and incorporated. Do it for another 5 seconds or so. And then we're going to transfer this to our mini little skillet. Alright, so the last step is I have some chocolate chips. I'm going to fold these chocolate chips right into the food processor. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some more on top because that's how we do. All right, so now we're just gonna transfer all of this into our little skillet. So this is a smaller skillet. I'm not quite sure of the size, but it's about my hand size. And then we're just gonna put it in, pop it in the oven. Get it all in there. It smells so good. It is like brownie batter heaven right now. All right, so I'm just gonna spread this out across the bottom of the pan, just in an even layer. So in my opinion, you always gotta do some extra chocolate chips on top, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some. This is about another couple tablespoons, just sprinkling them on top. If you have a favorite chocolate bar, you could chop it up. If you wanna do candy canes, you could chop up some candy canes, do a little splash of peppermint oil in there, and it adds a nice pepperminty twist. So I'm just doing the basic brownie skillet, and now we're gonna pop it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. The edges are gonna be set and puffed up. The center is still gonna be kind of gooey, which is how I like it. You could always cook it for more if you prefer, but I'm kind of a gooey brownie kind of gal, so that's what we're gonna do. 8 to 10 minutes in an oven preheated at 350. All right, so while this is still hot, you wanna do a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream on top. I think it adds a nice silky smooth creaminess to contrast the deep, rich, dark chocolate. But it's totally up to you. If you want to skip this step, skip it, but I love it. All right, scoop in. This is like my mother.
Dig deeper.
It's going. It's going. Okay. Woo! I just put that on top. The center is just like so gooey. I'm so excited to eat this. And then we dig into the brownie skillet. Alright, the brownie's cooled a little bit. The ice cream is nice and melted on top. I'm going to take a bite. Oh my god. Mmm. So fudgy. So gooey. I probably have chocolate all in my teeth. This is the best brownie. I'm gonna say it. This is like the best brownie of my life. It is so good. You have to try this recipe. If you do, let me know. I would love to know what you think. Jerry, get in here. Take a bite and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so gooey and good. Do you love it?
It is so good.
It's the best, right?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
There's chocolate all in my mouth and my lips.
Do I?
It's like TGI Fridays. When I
Like
was
better than that.
When I was pregnant with Caleb, my absolute favorite indulgence was TGI Fridays brownie sundae. I think fondly on their brownie sundaes because they are so good. Guys, this reminds me so much of those brownie sundaes because it has that nice gooey brownie as the base and then the melty vanilla ice cream on top. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, I hope you make this brownie skillet. I hope you love it as much as I do. It's just so good. It is so good. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe because I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube fam. I am Lindsay from thetoastedpinenut.com. Come find me on Instagram at thetoastedpinenut and I will see you in my next video. Bye!